channel. If you are not new, and if you are new, then welcome. I hope you like it here. I hope you stay. And let's get to this video. That's my baby. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I was going to say that this moment of silence is rare in my house because they hardly ever sleep at the same time. But right now they happen to be napping at the same time. So I'm gonna take this time to talk to you guys. All right, so this is what I eat in a day, or what I eat on keto, but I want you to get more like bang for your buck. So I'm gonna share with you what I ate yesterday, and it just happens to be one of like my favorite keto meals ever. It's actually carnivore. All right, so what I ate yesterday, I took a clip of it. It was steak, a ribeye, with chorizo on top. If you watch my other what I eat in a day videos, you know that I love chorizo. Love it. I mix it with eggs, and I could have that like breakfast, lunch, dinner. I love it so much. So I put some chorizo on top, and then I had a side of hard-boiled eggs. So good. Also, it was my second time making browned butter bites. They're like carnivore candy. It's just literally browned butter. And some people add things to it like sweetener or bacon bits. You can just make it with salted butter, and it's just like a little salted candy. But I tried them for the first time the other day, and I just added a little bit of monk fruit. And it's like a way to kind of push off the craving, the sweets craving, like the cookies and all that crap. But it's also a way to increase your fat macro. I made them again yesterday. That was the second time. And I added a little bit of the sweet leaf chocolate drops. And so the texture of them, after you freeze them, it's like biting into a chocolate, right? The texture. But with those sweet chocolate drops, it tastes like I'm biting into like silky, buttery chocolate, like milk chocolate. It's so good, y'all. Anyway, I'm not gonna do a tutorial on how I make them because first of all, it's really easy. You just brown the butter on medium until it's browned. I don't know, but I do have a clip of how I made it. But also there's a lot of tutorials out there on YouTube, so I don't wanna just like make more noise. Okay, that was what I ate or some of what I ate yesterday, other stuff too, but I just wanted to share that because I have clips of that. And today I made zucchini with eggs, and I put chorizo on top of that too because it was so good. Y'all, chorizo, I feel like I talk about it a lot, or I've been talking about it a lot, but really I feel like a lot of like non-Hispanic people haven't tried it. Give it a shot, okay? Give it a shot. It's in like the refrigerated area near the eggs usually. So you just like, you know, cut it up like ground beef. You just mash it when you're cooking it. I feel like a lot of people haven't tried it. Something else that I wanted to talk about with you guys, just because I feel like I've made enough what I eat in a day videos, enough talking about keto, and I've never explained why I eat keto. I learned about keto from Dr. Barry here on YouTube, Dr. Ken Barry. You can search for him, he's amazing. Just read the comments below on his videos. He like it'll blow your mind how many people have like changed their lives because of the advice that he gives. And it's nothing new. He didn't invent it. He didn't invent keto or carnivore. He just has been like kind of one of the pioneers talking about it and getting people to know the truth about our food and about our health, because there's lots of lies out there. In fact, he has a book called Lies My Doctor Told Me, I believe, and I listened to it over a year ago, I think on Kindle or on Audible. Anyway, so these are just a few of the benefits that I've seen eating keto, okay? And I didn't start off like with clean keto. I started off like with dirty keto, like keto bread, keto bars or whatever, but still keeping my carbs a lot lower than before and eating a lot more fat than before. So first off, and I thought about doing this as part of a video because my mom actually sent me a picture of like 4 years ago, okay? Only 4 years ago. I was already an adult, and I saw my face, and I'm gonna put it here. It was with my siblings, but I cut them out. And it brought back memories of how I would look myself in the mirror every day and just like wish I could wash off all of these scars and all of the it's a little emotional. Just some of the acne scars that I had, because I suffered with it for a really long time. Like since before high school, I think I had acne, and it just kind of ran in my family, and I thought, well, bad genetics, whatever, I'll just have to deal with it for all my life. But it was hard because going through school and even family, like people can just be mean and make you feel worse than you already feel when you look yourself in the mirror. So it was a big part of my childhood and into adulthood, which really, really sucks. But I've seen the change, and I've seen how just naturally, okay? I will make a video one day with my morning routine. It is the simplest thing ever. I don't use hardly any products on my face. Nothing fancy, nothing that's like more than what, 20 bucks or something. And I owe it to keto. My face now has zero, like, yes, I do have makeup on, but makeup did not cover what I used to have on my face before. It would not, okay? So this is not any fancy makeup or anything that like magically covers my scars. No, if anything, this light makes it so that like everything is really bright, and it might like accentuate scars. But no, I will show, I do have these scars right here because I used to pick. I had like cystic acne, and you can tell right there. But y'all, all of this on my chin, right here, all my T-zone, like I had very big pores. All in here. I think you can kind of see them. You can see them like down below where there's just darker spots, because I had acne there that I could just not get rid of. And so that was just one of the biggest reasons, one of the biggest benefits I have seen from eating keto. Another thing, just being 3 months postpartum, and eating keto with the second pregnancy. I didn't eat keto with my first pregnancy. So with my first pregnancy, I started off at like 120 pounds. I gained like 25, 30 pounds just because I was sick the entire time. I threw up several times a week until I was like 8 or 9 months pregnant. I was so sick. Despite that, I gained more weight in my first pregnancy than in this second pregnancy. And this second pregnancy, I was eating keto, but I was eating a ton. Like, I was eating a lot, okay? I've never been someone who can just like, eat a little bit. No, I always like, and you can ask anyone who knows me. And it took me, so with my first pregnancy postpartum, it took me over a year to get back down to my pre-baby weight. And it wasn't until after I started eating keto that I got back down to my pre-baby weight. This time around, like I remember with my first one, I was 9 months postpartum and I was still 130 pounds, which is 10 pounds heavier than I was when I started. This time around, I'm 3 months postpartum and I'm already down to 130 pounds. Not trying anything, not doing anything, eating tons of fat and chorizo and like all the yummy things that I love to eat. So that's another benefit, is I can eat as much as I want. And don't get me wrong, I never started keto in an attempt to lose weight, right? So Dr. Ken Berry talks about that. Keto is not a weight loss diet. It's a weight optimization diet, a hormone optimization diet. And so lots of things are going to change in your body, and weight might not be the first thing. It wasn't for me. Now that I look back on it, I started seeing my face clear up way before I saw my weight drop. But it's just another benefit. The third benefit that I have seen with keto is I completely reversed my iron deficiency anemia. It was really bad. The nurse practitioner that I worked for is the person who checked my labs before I went keto, and my iron was so low that she told me that unless I started taking these iron pills 3 times a day, every day, that she was going to have to send me to the hospital to get iron transfusions. Like, she threatened me with that because I told her, like, I had taken them before. I had been deficient in iron for a very long time. So I'd been prescribed iron before, but I told her that they made me constipated, they made me sick and nauseous. I hated taking them. I've never been good with taking pills. So she told me, unless you do this, the other option is just getting iron transfusions. So, you know, you can walk across the street to the hospital, because I worked across the street from a hospital, and get iron transfusions. She told me that. And so I was like, whatever. Like, I just left it and didn't worry about it. But the last time, and that was a couple years ago, because I've been eating keto for about 2 years now. But the last time I checked my labs, no iron deficiency. In there, under my eye, the conjunctiva, I think it's what it's called, is red, like it's supposed to be. It used to be pale, and that's like a sign, one of the signs of iron deficiency anemia. So it's pretty insane to see all these changes, and I just thought it was about time that I shared these things, because I've been making what I eat in a day videos for a while. And so for anyone who cares about why I eat this way, that is why.
What?